our retrospective series that we're doing here on consoles, the Atari 2600. We're going to be looking back and talking about that, our memories or lack thereof, with some of us here on the podcast. Ginger, would you like to start us off in your recollections of the Atari 2600?
Pong was great.
It was all
There's many a night I stayed up late trying to get my Pong score higher.
Thinking to yourself, it's never going to get better than this.
These graphics are amazing.
I can't even let them hook me up to an EKG without just having flashbacks.
I mean, I don't really remember what games I played on there besides Pong and like Asteroids. I think.
Well,
I
that was
love
the only
Custer's
games that
Revenge.
were on there. Oh god, Custer's Revenge.
What about there's also Pitfall.
That was the least racist game ever.
Do you remember which ones we had? Because I don't even remember.
Yeah, I remember.
them.
There
Wasn't
was.
there a graphic rape scene
I know there was
in the game?
Pac-Man.
Man,
Well,
You
I
know
wouldn't call it
Pac-Man?
graphic.
Yeah.
we did.
Donovan, your memories, or did you ever play Atari at all?
My memories, right? Because all the alcohol, it's totally messed with my memory. I know we had Pitfall too. And,
Oh,
yeah. And then we had Pac-Man, and I believe Donkey Kong possibly, and then we had Tank, or
Oh,
something like
yeah.
I
that.
think everyone had Tank. Wasn't that like the Pac-In game?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was basically it.
I never got to play
I can't
on.
think of much other
I
than
never
that.
actually got to play on the actual Atari because Grandma never let me. So I was like, I want to play
Why?
this.
I'm playing
Well,
Pong right
there-
now. You go the hell on.
I played Pac-Man and Custer's Revenge. No, we didn't have all the cords.
Granny's getting crazy right now.
I will say this: I never played never got a chance to play the original hardware, but over the years, there was some on the Sega Genesis, from what I remember, and of course later on the PlayStation 2, especially, and the GameCube, and that generation, you got these little compilations where they would give you a bunch of games, and I got to play the bulk of my Atari 2600 games actually on there. Also, no, on the Pitfall on the Sega Genesis, you could unlock the original Pitfall game and play it, and I played that game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, it was pretty cool, and it's
You can buy a 2600 emulator like straight to the TV little arcade stick thing. It's like got 500 games on it.
Yeah.
Or you can download one for free.
Yeah.
Or you can download one illegally.
Not that I'm advertising
No,
to do
don't
that.
do that. That's
Yeah.
illegal.
But
Yeah,
no,
don't do it. I'm just saying you can. You shouldn't.
I will say this: my retrospective on the
out there.
my retrospective on the Atari was the Atari 2600 was the first. I would have to say it wasn't the first game console, no, but it was, I believe, the first one to become mainstream. Kind of like how we have Nintendo today, Sony today, Microsoft. I think Atari was the first to really hit it big and be a big, to be the, big head honcho in the industry, so to speak.
It had that beautiful wood pane
That wood
finish on it.
Oh,
One thing that
So
the Atari did too as well was it brought
When I
the
think of technology,
arcade.
I think of wood.
It brought the arcade. It brought the arcade experience home. Did it bring it like beautifully? No, it was a very crude version of what you played at the arcade, but still,
I would say
it brought the arcade experience.
I would say
home.
it's kind of. I would say it's kind of like a book. You read it and you have to use a lot of imagination to enjoy it.
Well, it was a pioneer of its day, though.
Yeah, but the arcade, now I'm probably the only one who went to arcades. Okay, no, wait. Donovan and Sean, you did, right?
Yeah, fun
I
fever,
did.
baby.
We did. Both of us. We used to play Time Crisis and Jurassic
Madam, I
Park and
respectfully
shit like
request that you withdraw that former statement.
Well, actually, no, we
I have
didn't.
too been to arcades.
We went to arcades in the 90s where they were all cleaned up and kitty. Ginger's probably talking about arcades when they were the seedy place where
Yes.
the drug users
The
and
underbelly
the sex offenders hung out.
Well, per
Where
se.
you get that
Fist
guy
fights
that's
wearing
trying
power
to pay to
gloves.
go back to his white van.
It smelled like BO and feet and
The
the
power
floor
gloves.
was just
Oh no,
cake
they're
with
still
soda.
they still smell like that today.
Sticky,
Oh.
sticky from cum.
What the fuck? What kind of arcade were you going?
The best kind of
What kind
arcade.
of joysticks were you playing with?
The worst kind. Oh my god.
Yeah, it didn't bring the arcade experience home. It saved you from the arcade experience.
Actual,
Oh, that's
you know what I
perfect.
meant,
That's
though.
a perfect description.
I didn't mean the actual arcade experience. I meant it brought the games. It brought the games at the arcade home.
80s.
Sure, it didn't bring them like perfectly over, but it was better than not having the arcade games at all. Is all I would have to say.
Donovan, quit chipping at your ice block. Madman style.
But
I have to break up the pieces of this body here, all right?
anyway, Jonathan and Zach, we didn't get your opinion on the Atari
Go ahead,
2600.
I'm 25. I never fucking played it.
I have a single memory of it. When I was young,
What was that memory?
well,
Oh,
I was
God.
taking a dramatic pause.
It has to do with the two joysticks?
No. When I was young, I had a bisexual cousin. When my mother found out that he was bisexual, she decided that she was going to pack me and my sister up and drive all the way to California from Alabama in order to confirm that he was bisexual. I don't know. My mother was on drugs. But anyway, we got to his place of residency, which was a seedy apartment, after we met with him at a Taco Bell, where I watched a bean burrito by pulling it apart in pieces and then eating it like a weirdo, and he was like totally gothed out and stuff. And I looked up to him in a weird way, but we got back to his apartment and he had a Atari 2600, and while him and my mom discussed bisexual matters and goth shit, I guess, I played Pong on the Atari 2600, and that was my one only memory. It's the only person I ever knew that had one, and the only time I ever played it. And I played Pong, and I fucking blew my mind. It was worth the 3-day drive in the one bean burrito to play it.
The only thing, like I said, it was in my grandmother's closet, and I wanted to play it, and she didn't let me because she didn't think kids played video games for some reason.
She didn't want you to come out.
It's like the opposite of how I grew up.
I remember.
What?
I just remember being weirded out that it was wood, and I don't know why an electrical device would be wood, but okay.
What I remember-
Was your TV not wood back in the day?
My
TV was surrounded by wood.
Yeah, everything, even
Everyone.
cars.
Everything.
Yeah, record
Cars,
player,
yeah.
wood.
Wood
Yeah.
was big in the 70s,
iPhones.
wasn't
Hey,
it?
Sean.
Fancy.
If you could afford
Hey,
the
Sean,
most
from what I
common
remember-
vehicles on the planet, you were something.
Hey, Sean, from what I remember, it's because she was missing the controller, or it was a cord or something like that. That's what she
Yeah,
told me.
quit blaming your grandma. Damn it.
Well, I got
I
a
like your
Nintendo like
grandma.
the.
Yeah.
I got
damn it.
I got a Nintendo like I think a few months later, so I forgot all about the Atari. So,
Yeah, because the Nintendo was better.
yeah, way better. Anyway, Zach, you said you had no memories
Way better.
at
Huh?
all.
What?
You said you had no memories. So you've never played an Atari game before, emulated or on a compilation disc on another system?
No, you see, the video game industry crashed before I was born, so that was never a thing that was ever like, hey, you should play Asteroids. It was like, hey, you should play Link's Awakening when I was old enough to play video games, and it's been spiraling upwards from there, or downwards, what have you.
The bubble's gonna burst again soon. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Oh,
You'll get to live through it.
You were I was born right as the rise began with the original Nintendo, but I still got to see all that old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it, but like there was no point for me to go back and play
Yeah, we're so far beyond
Asteroids. It's like I get the concept. I shoot the thing, it blows out the things, and I get it. That has like entertainment value for all 3 seconds for me because I've been overstimulated by fucking Call of Duty and all this other
I
shit.
don't know, maybe you should go back and play. I actually went back and played Adventure. That was pretty fun. I mean, I beat the game in, I think, 10 minutes at the most, and that was me exploring everything. But
Did you
still,
play E.T.?
Yeah, I did play E.T. It's not that bad, actually.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with retro games or anything like that. Like, I still, like, to this day, go back and play games from my childhood, which was, the mid to late 90s. Or
Right,
rather,
but the
early
thing
to
is,
late. It was the
When you
90s.
view things through the lens of nostalgia, you often get a distorted image, like Spaceballs. Not a good movie. Does not hold up. It's really shitty. You go back and watch it now, and tell me I'm wrong.
You're gonna lose
Spaceballs
fans.
is a giant pile of shit. Spaceballs is horrible. The puns are stupid. Really? How many times did they look at the script before they made the movie? Yogurt? The Schwartz? I mean, come on, man. Fucking half dog, half man. Call him a Mog. Move on. You couldn't come up with anything better than that? Come on.
Well, on that
All the
note,
fans are unsubscribed.
Well,
How did we get on a fucking Spaceballs tangent?
You could have called him a damn half dog, half man.
on that note, folks, this is the end of the podcast. Thank you for joining. Again, please, we have probably, hopefully, by the time I post the first video from this podcast, our new review will be out. Please check out Tulip. It's awesome. It's going to be awesome. It is awesome. And, of course, please, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Any final words, guys?
Take control of your podcast. Crack the whip, Sean.
Don't friend Jonathan. He doesn't like Spaceballs, so there you go.
He doesn't
Watch
like Mass
it.
Effect, he
Go
doesn't like
back and watch
Spaceballs.
it.
Jonathan just doesn't like good things.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to keep up with everything we're doing, hit the subscription button on the video. And if you want to see more 2-Bit podcast videos, hit the video on the right. Or if you want to see some 2-Bit reviews, hit that video on the left. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.